Right now, inside your kitchen or your camper van, there is a simple combination that completely destroys mold on contact, killing the microscopic roots that allow it to grow back for months. Scientists confirmed it eliminates up to 99% of common mold species with a single application. Yet this solution completely vanished from modern cleaning labels, not because it ever failed, but because it worked too well. A $1 remedy cannot be hidden inside a $30 corporate bottle without losing profits. What cannot be patented cannot generate perpetual revenue, so it gets buried away from public knowledge. This is the story a $2 billion cleaning industry desperately needs you to forget. Welcome to Forbidden Camping. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button now to help us preserve the knowledge they tried to erase. Today, over 45 million buildings in the U.S. suffer from toxic indoor mold, and the data gets much worse. Peer-reviewed studies confirm that 21% of all asthma cases are directly linked to household dampness and mold. We are talking about real respiratory illness driving thousands to emergency rooms every single year. This video only scratches the surface of what the industry decided to hide. I gathered everything big cleaning and outdoor companies don't want you to know inside the complete Forbidden Camping archive, right here in base fire techniques used by military survival units that manufacturers now classify as dangerous. Emergency shelters that cost practically zero but outperform $200 tents, and homemade water filters that shocked professional engineers. Natural repellents that indigenous people mastered centuries ago, and complete natural maintenance protocols kept off corporate labels for decades. Over 10 guides put together with zero fluff. The link is in the description, but stay with me because our journey just begins. Let's go back to the origin, 1928. Alexander Fleming notices something impossible in his London lab. A common mold colony killed all surrounding bacteria. The world called it a miracle. The world called it penicillin. But there's a part of history books left out. Families fighting mold in stone cabins and wooden shelters already knew this biological principle. They knew certain natural acids destroy fungal cell walls, and alkaline environments suffocate mold from its very roots without modern grants. In the 19th century, rural families documented clearing damp stone and wooden beams using simple white vinegar and baking soda. In the Appalachian Mountains, this exact recipe passed from mother to daughter during the 1870s, costing them absolutely nothing. It required no specialized products, no professional services charging hundreds of dollars, nothing that could be patented. If you made it this far, you already know more about protecting your gear from mold than most people buying at a hardware store. Subscribe and share this secret. By 1950, the cleaning industry forced synthetic chemicals into every home, calling traditional methods primitive. But here is the science they hide. Distilled white vinegar contains acetic acid. This acid penetrates deep into the mold's microscopic root system, altering its pH. Vinegar alone kills up to 82% of mold species in controlled labs, including toxic black mold. Now, add the second weapon, baking soda. With a high alkaline pH, it creates a chemically hostile environment. Mold thrives in acid, so baking soda completely suffocates it and leaves a shield that prevents regrowth for months. A single box costs almost nothing, but when combined, they launch a double attack that corporate brands cannot explain. The global mold removal market is worth over $2 billion. Giant corporations sell synthetic bottles for $30, yet none significantly outperform simple vinegar on common gear. You cannot patent vinegar. You cannot control baking soda. Their entire business model depends on you buying proprietary chemicals, which is why they taught you to ignore the natural truth. When you sleep inside a camper van or a small canvas tent, your respiration creates liters of moisture. In a confined space, this humidity has nowhere to go. It traps against the cold metal or fabric, creating the perfect biological incubator. You are not just sleeping, you are feeding the colony. As the colony matures, it releases millions of invisible, toxic spores into the air. In a normal house, air circulates. In an outdoor shelter or van, You breathe these microtoxins deeply for 8 hours. Scientists linked prolonged exposure in small spaces to chronic fatigue, severe respiratory issues, and hidden immune system failure. Have you noticed modern outdoor gear ruins much faster than vintage equipment? It is not an accident, it is engineered design. Modern synthetic waterproof coatings like polyurethane chemically attract moisture over time. They trap fungal spores inside the fibers, making it almost impossible to clean with regular soap. Old-school survival units used heavy waxed cotton and canvas. These natural materials breathed, allowing moisture to escape while maintaining a natural resistance. The industry abandoned them because they lasted a lifetime. They replaced durability with disposable plastic fabrics that force you back to the store every 3 seasons. Here is how you use this $1 solution on your gear. Get distilled white vinegar and a spray bottle. Do not dilute it. Spray the moldy surface completely, whether it's a tent, a tarp, or inside your camper van, and let it sit for 1 hour while the acetic acid breaks down the cell walls. After 1 hour, scrub the surface clean, rinse with warm water, and dry it thoroughly. Then, mix a 1/4 tablespoon of baking soda in a cup of water, spray it again, and let it dry without rinsing. This simple treatment leaves no toxic fumes and is completely safe for children, pets, and your canvas shelters. Mold needs moisture to survive. Knowledge does not. For a century, families passed this down for free until 50 years of advertising made you forget. If this video unlocked a new file for you, subscribe and share it. Every time someone learns this, the industry loses a customer. The link is in the description. The next file opens soon, and what's inside is even heavier.